Hi guys, this is my new channel. As you see, I'm using the Morphe Palette. We're going to do some eyes, selecting the color, sort of a brown. Going to apply to the crease on both sides of your eyes, just very even. And then we're going to go in with another brush and we're going to buff before we apply another color. Make sure it looks somewhat winged when you're applying.
Here we just want to take the buffer blending brush and just even it out.
Give it some smoothness to it, so your next color will blend really well into it. Make sure to get it right at your crease. You're going to actually soften it. It's just blending out. Next, we're going to use the Cosmetics, and we're going to use sort of a burgundy color, and you're going to get it right at the very crease of that so that it blends really well into it and sort of uses it as almost a fade into it. Get a little extra. And after you apply this, we're going to soften it and go in with a lighter, more bold color so that it fades in. And of course, let's not get ahead of myself, but we're going to cut the crease as well. As you see, the purplish blue, I would prefer it to be called like a purple. And you're just going to apply it within. So we have 3 stages of colors coming in. Bring it just even, because again, your inner color is going to be where your crease, cut the crease is. And again, we're just going to buff that out. Makes it blend really well. And do it to the other eye as well, so that we have all even colors. We don't forget what colors we used where, what, when, just so they match and match really well. Try to get it as even and blended as you can. This is really important steps to just kind of build it, especially if you have pressed pigments. You just want to build on top of it versus just basic shadows. Pressed pigments are a builder. You want to start with the light and just almost just bring up the layers, really. Yes, I'm happy with that. Yes, take some concealer and you're just going to put a dab on the top of your hand, and you're going to select a brush. This is after you want to obviously conceal the underneath of your eye. This is the part where it can actually start laying on your eye, fall off, which causes some complications, and takes out your tone, can cause really darkness under your eyes, of course. And then you want to actually take your setting powder, and I like e.l.f. the HD finish powder, just because it sets your eye really well. If you're not familiar to baking, baking allows it to not actually go into the fine lines around your eyes, just to kind of hide some of those wrinkles. It's just a little extra strip that yes, e.l.f. that to prevent some of that. And as you see, it's white. I'm just going to take a blender and apply it to the inside and to the out, and just go back and forth and make sure to pack it really well. It's going to look funny for a little bit, but again, you're going to have fall off from your eyes, and you don't want to get that stuck to your concealer. Just shaping it up really. Later we're going to dust that off. Make sure it's evenly applied. And a little bit of build-up cakiness with the powder that's okay. And then cut the crease, as I'm telling you now. This is concealer. Take a dab, as I said, on top of your hand. Take one of your brushes, and you're going to go from the inside to almost the middle. It's almost going to look like a side flower petal or a top of piece of a butterfly wing. This is just going to hold a lot of the boldness color on the inside of your eye so much better. It's actually going to help highlight it, so that when you take your finger, and I love using fingers for the packed pigment to start stacking it on top of it, and also it helps to actually use as a primer. Just gives it a really good hold. As you can see, I apply it to both eyes, and they refer to it in the cosmetic beauty world, the influencers, things like that, as cutting the crease. So if you hear that phrase or term, that this is what that means. Try to get it evenly on both eyes. No one's perfect, but hey, we all try to be right. I know it looks a little extreme from concealed to dark, but again, we will go in with our brushes after the color's applied and blend that out really well. Do not be afraid of dark colors versus really bold, bright, even neonic colors. It's really easy to blend them together once you start a pattern. It really starts. See, the Huda Beauty, the neon, and the purple and pink. We want to get that with our finger, because again, it applies best with your finger when you cut the crease, just because it's got that wet effect. Even if you use the matte concealer, it still actually applies really well with the finger versus trying to get it on a brush, pop off your knockoff in your fallout, and applying it. It's just so much easier and less time consuming. Who wants to spend hours and hours on makeup unless we're doing a full face of something really extreme, and that'll be on a later video. As you see, I'm going in from a pink to a purple color, and now we're going to blend it together and do a slight under eye of the colors.
This would be part 2. You have to excuse my editing skills, but as of now, we're entering part 2 to get you all caught up to the next step.
So I'm just placing some highlighter, which is some shimmer, like a white cream, in the corner crevice of my eye, so it gives a little pop of definition, just a little highlight. We're going in on both sides, just at the tear duct in the very corner right there. See the shimmer on both sides. Blend it in as needed. A little more on the sides and even it out. Now we're going to take and go on the top. This isn't required or necessary. It just helps to highlight underneath the brow and really separate it from your colors. It's like a creamy color. I should have showed it better, but it just goes very lightly and helps to really cut that crease between the brow and the actual color complex on your eye. It helps shape the little sides too, the little wings on the side. Now we're taking a brush, and where we added that e.l.f. finishing powder so that we have no flake off of our eye, we are just evening it out and buffing it away so it's clean and fresh.
And then we're taking lashes. These are VESHELY. They're actually the VESHELY brand. And the Duo Adhesive to the eyelash. It's my favorite. I feel like it holds the longest and well. You want to just wait till it gets a little bit tacky. Go in with some mascara on your regular lashes while it dries, of course. And you're just going to apply the lashes. You're going to start with sort of the middle to the end on the outer part. Sometimes you have to work with your finger to place it correctly. And you're just going to attach it, make sure and go in and kind of squeeze it, the lash on with your actual natural lashes that have mascara. It helps to bond with that for a natural curve with them. A lot of excess glue is not necessary. If you've got some good glue like this is, adhesive, it sticks really well. Like, I've even actually fell asleep with mine before and wake up and it still be there. You can give it a little curve, and plus this helps to actually mash it in with your natural lash. So you're going to go in the crease because all lashes stop at a little 3/4 in on your eye, and you just want to take a little dark color. Some take eyeliner and do this. I do not. I just take a little dark shade, maybe a dark asphalt gray or just a tad of black, and just kind of tap it in. I think it sticks better, and you don't have that shiny effect right there in the corner that can sometimes irritate your eye and cause it to water. And second eye's done. So, and then I'm gonna go in with the Kylie Lip, and I'm just gonna do the outer, and then I've did that with the Kylie Satin Lip Stain, and this is the look. It's not a complete full face, but this is cool tones and warm tones, just so you can see a little bit of what I've done. And if you like this look and you would like more details into everything that I've done, palette, colors, and a few more steps that you feel like you need to know or have any questions concerned, please be sure to drop them in the comments. And also like and subscribe if you would like to watch more tutorials. I said that this is my new channel, so I'll be doing a lot more of these product reviews and